Hello. So, hubby's at work and all of the kids are otherwise occupied. So, I thought I would get on with my usual fall constitutional of making some overnight apple butter. It seems like a lot of stuff that I do is overnight. That's because I'm busy. I'm in postgraduate school and I don't have a lot of time to stand in the kitchen and stir. So, I do my apple butter this way. Now, normally I would have uh, harvested and peeled and cooked down a ton of apples. And I still do. But this year's apples, I think I'll probably use for another batch of homemade cider vinegar. I am running low because it's been 2 years since I made it last. And I ran into a tremendous sale. These 6.5, almost 7 pound cans of really good quality applesauce were only $1.75 at a local store, local big box store on fall clearance. So I decided to pick up a bunch of those, and I will be turning them all into apple butter, something that my family asks for every year, and that a lot of people, a lot of the older members of my family will actually ask for Christmas. So I better get on it, get everything cooked and jarred up. So here's how I do it. It's incredibly easy this way. We're going to pour the applesauce in, and my Hamilton Beach. This is my crock pot. Well, one of them. I have several for different things. This Hamilton Beach will only take one of these almost 7 pound cans of applesauce. So I will have to do them. I will have to rotate them through. Okay. So now I'm not going to add any sugar because there's already some sweetener in the store-bought applesauce. And this particular brand is not particularly overly sickly sweet. So that was another reason why this was such a great find. I am, however, going to add spices in various amounts. And I've got some nutmeg here, some ground nutmeg. I have a real hard time getting hold of fresh nutmeg here in Appalachia. So I'm going with just about, I'd say probably a couple of tablespoons. And so we're going to put that in. You have to be careful with nutmeg and cloves because they are very heady, strong spices. And you want this to be on the sweeter side. I am going to be a little bit less generous with my ginger. I'm going to put some ground ginger in. And when you have dogs, okay. So now we're going to go with the allspice. Another one that I'm going to be kind of cautious with because that can really take it to a whole other place. And I'm back. Now, for the cinnamon. And another thing, I use really good quality spices. I use Sours and Spice Hunter. Now, occasionally for the lesser used seasonings and spices, I will go with a cheaper brand like the garlic salt. I don't use a lot of that. I don't use a lot of adobo. So, all right, so here goes the cinnamon in, and we're going to use a lot of this. Maybe not as much as I would if I were using a less expensive brand. So that was probably about 6 or 8 tablespoons. So I'm going to get all that stirred in. And it's important to understand where you get your rich flavor, where you get your the very dark color of your apple butter, and the viscosity of it, the thickness of it. I like peanut butter sort of viscosity to my apple butter, and I always have a hard time getting it down that far. But how you get there is not just with the spices. The spices don't do a lot for the color. What is going to do it will be turning it on low and leaving it not just overnight, but probably for the better part of 18 or so hours. That constantly reducing down of the juices of the apple juice and the deepening of the spices, that's where you're going to get that dark, rich color and texture from. So we'll show you some more of our apple butter when we get it all jarred up, and we'll taste some and see how it came out. We'll plunk the lid on and get this baby tucked in. And if you like this video, if you want to see more of this type of video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see ya. Have a blessed day.